Okay, so in this one, we're going to talk about the literacy capability. Literally everybody could do the literacy capability because research is inherently literacy. You are communicating with people all the time, you're seeking feedback, you're creating text, you're developing understanding of different text types, you're using bias, reliability, all of that is part of your literacy, right? Of course it is. But if you are going to be doing a research topic, what you need to be thinking about is the link to the question. So, for example, literacy ties really well to topics about journalism. It ties really, really nicely to topics about the media, about social media, about how we communicate as a culture, about the types of language people use, about how we learn, all of those sorts of topics linked with literacy because it's all about communication and development. There may be times in your project where you will mention some literacy type skills, and that's totally fine. That could be a good reason to choose literacy. But unless your topic is about how literacy functions in the world, then it's probably not the one you're going to choose. Okay. If we go down again to the pages later in the booklet, what you'll see is that again we've linked the literacy capability with our character strengths, our VIA character strengths from our PERMA stuff, and what you'll see is that we've said literacy can be so many things. It is definitely comprehending and composing texts, but it's so many things in terms of looking at language and languages and how we present things. And then on the end is the types of language you could use to discuss things. So literacy is about your new learning, it's about interacting, it's about creativity, it's about asking questions, examining things, etc. Okay, so this is I guess a way for you to enhance your thinking about literacy. Like we said in the last video, when you are on the australiancurriculum.edu.au website, you can go to the general capability section, and in that you can find the literacy tab, and you click on it, and it talks about literacy. So it's about developing knowledge, skills to interpret, to use language, to communicate confidently. It's about reading, viewing, speaking, writing, creating oral, print, text, all of that. But it's more than just the basic literacy, right? So we can go into all these different areas that we know we're using. And remember, when you click into it, it will give you some additional ways to actually talk through things. You might say, my topic is looking at ways that the media is portraying domestic violence incidences, and so I'm actually navigating, reading and viewing a whole bunch of different texts. I'm having to listen and respond to texts from media, from academics, etc. If you need more language, remember, go to the learning continuum, and here you've got a whole nother section which will talk through skills. And what's really good is that these levels show us other ways of talking about this. So comprehending text is not just reading. It can be responding to photographs, or looking at responding to a question. That's what you're doing as part of your research. So use these resources that are available to you. There's the SACE stuff in the booklet, there's the VIA character strength stuff, and then of course there's the Australian curriculum.